Hey guys, it's Lori here at Lore Stitches on YouTube and also at Lore Stitches over on Instagram. Welcome back today for Flosstube number 38 or 39. I should look. Every time I should look, but I never look. I always do it after. Sorry. It'll be listed here. Hey guys, so welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thanks for coming back. And if you're a new viewer, I hope you find something that you like. This is a channel about my cross stitching. Several things to talk about today. First of all, let's talk about, what do we talk about first? Let's talk about Wipgo. So Wipgo calls for January. We're numbers 11 and 20. And so number 11 is my Dark Queen of the Sea stitch along, and I just last year completed part number 2. Oh, it's all stuck. There we go. All my needle minders were stuck together here. Alrighty, so this is where I am so far on Dark Queen of the Sea. And my Wipgo goal is to complete part number 3. So I have that downloaded and ready to go. I just gotta get to it. I'm not even sure what it is on this design. So I'll have to see what that is. This is these needle minders. Some of them are Gina's Unique Boutique. There's one on here that I'm not sure where it's from. And then the fabric is the called for fabric by Under the Sea Fabrics called Bewitched, if I remember right. Yes, Bewitched. And mine's a Lugana Opal. This bag is a custom Carole Designs bag. So that one is number 11. And then my number 20 was Moonlight Sampler by the Blue Flower. And I didn't actually have it started yet. And come to think of it, I didn't even have a goal set up yet for my Wipgo. It was one of the ones that I picked to go on there because it was one of the 5 spots I had open from last year. And so I knew I was starting it soon, and so I picked it to go on there and forgot to pick a goal for it. So I did start it. Let me find it here. It is this one. So I had picked up a fat half of Frost by BeStitchMe. This is what this design looks like when it's all done. And I don't know if you remember me talking about, I like to pick not just numbers of stitches, but an actual goal. And so I started up here in the top right corner. So here's where I am. So I just kind of have this green like little loopy thing. And the owl is over here and there's some flowers over here. I think what I will probably pick as my goal is the flowers. Finish the flowers in the upper right corner and the loop that kind of goes all the way around it. I was going to try to do the whole thing, but it is a lot of stitching actually. So I'm going to do the flowers. This is already over 100 stitches. I can't remember. 119 stitches is what this is. So that's what I have done on Moonlight Sampler. So my goal will be to do more than this. This was just my start. And this was start number... I'm a little bit disorganized here today. I'm sorry. I've been kind of curled up in my chair with a blankie because it's cold out. Okay, Moonlight Sampler was start number 45. I started on January 4th. So, ta-da! That is where I am so far on this one. So this is my second Wipgo project. So I'm actually keeping this one out because I still have more to do on it. So that will live up there for now. And then those are my Wipgo goals. My daily 100 / daily 30, whatever you want to call it, is the guide. So I had told you in my 2025 plans videos about picking several projects as my focus pieces. And so one is the guide, one is Lady of the Flag until it's finished, and then it'll be Dawn, Fairy, Spirit of Grace. So let me show you where I was last time on the guide. And I've actually pulled it off the scroll bars. It was getting so loose on those scroll rods, and I didn't like how loose it was, so I think I'm going to pop it in a Q-snap. But this is where I am now. I've got lots of parked threads here. So I'm working over here on this page. So I was up here, so I've come all the way down here. One thing I found out, I originally, when I started this design, I was working on a paper copy of this. And then I had later purchased a PDF copy, which I just had saved on my computer. And granted, I bought this years and years and years ago, right? So I pulled it into markup. I can't remember all the letters that are after it. XR, RX, I don't even know. No, not RX, because I work with it. RXP. So I pulled it into there. The pages are set up differently. So I was very frustrated because according to the paper copy, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which this is a little teeny page over here, 6 pages done on this design already. When I go to markup, this is where the page cutoff is now for the top pages. So it looks like I have about 20 some stitches down further to go on this. And the pages this way are all different as well, because on the top on the papers there's 5 across, but on the top on markup there's only 4 across, so it expands it a little bit. So when I went to mark this off in markup XR, RXP, whatever it's called, I still have some more down here to go to finish this page. And so technically then I only have 1 page done, which is this one up here, because it goes down to here. So that's very frustrating, because I liked the idea of having all those page finishes, but at the same time I like having PDFs so I can tell exactly how far along on this I am. So I have done several hundred stitches on this since we started. Today is January 7th, and I should be about 700 stitches along, but I'm not. I want to say I'm over 300 stitches, but I haven't done today's stitches yet, so I'm going to do that soon. Hopefully just fill in this little area here, at least work on that and call that page done finally. Anyway, so that is what my stitching is for this month for my focus piece. I'm going to pop this on a Q-snap and keep going on this. So that's where I am on the guide. I'd love to see my Wolfie. So the nice thing is about this being a little bit more down here is I should get to see his whole eye, because right here you can see the start of his eye right there. So I should get that going. It was very frustrating though. Not only that, but my grids are also off. I don't know how that happened. So everything that I gridded right here, because I gridded it myself with like some sulky threads, is not right. It's not correct. So very frustrating. But I'm still working on it. Ooh, don't let me lose that. So I'll pop this back in a Q-snap and keep going on this. So look for more progress in a couple of weeks when I update you guys on this one. That is my focus project. Let's talk about the 50 before 50 starts now, because I did start several since I last talked to you. When did I last talk to you though? I think it was right around the end of, yeah, it was right around the end of December. So I got all the way up to I cross stitch and I don't kill people. That was started on Christmas Day. So my next one that I started is this one called a Spirited Mandala. This is ink circles. And I actually had picked this out beforehand. So this fabric is Spooky by BeStitchMe. And the thread is called Potion by Nightcaller Stalking. And so this is what this looks like so far. I got 110 stitches on this, and I started it December 30th. So this is going to look stunning. This green color against this fabric is beautiful. And I also picked up Fireburn and Cauldron Bubble. There's 4 in this, and they're kind of smaller, so they're like 115 by 115 stitch count. So I might try to do a couple of them on here. I should be able to get a couple of them on here. These were actually purchased with a gift card that my mom's husband sent to me. So it's in my Let It Snow bag since I completed the project that was in here, which was Nora Corbett's sleigh. This is by SheriSewSweet. So, New Start. This was New Start number 41. So, that can be filed away. Then the next one that I started is another Ink Circles piece that I picked up on a whim. It's called Assembly Required. And I'm doing it in the called for threads. And this one is on Picture This Plus Haunted. I need to put it in a real bag. I just stuck it in the bag that it came in from. From 123 Stitch. So I'm working on the hand there. And I started this one on December 31st, and I got 105 stitches in it. Again, Picture This Plus Haunted as the fabric, and I just got one of these. You can get these anywhere. Like 123 Stitch, you can get them Hobby Lobby, you can get them at, well, I don't know if you still can. You used to be able to, because that's where I picked mine up, I think. So, that is that one. I did pick up some more bags. I'm going to show you from Amazon. Okay, and that's this one, yes. So my next start is Fall Fairy by Dimensions. This is a kit, but I decided I did not want to do the called for fabric that's in there. It was like a bluish colored Ada. So I'm pulling that out. And I was going to put it on Camouflage by BeStitchMe, but I had this fabric called Through the Stones. And I like this greenish gray color. So I started the trees in the upper right corner. I started this also on December 31st, and I got 119 stitches in it. So that's what that one looks like. And this is the bag. So I got this, I had some of these bags on before, and I showed them some of them in my Wipgo. But these were huge. These are bigger. I thought I was getting the same size, and they're so much bigger. So I paid, I think, 24 bucks for 24 of them. If I remember right. I think that's 24 of them up there. So, yeah. These are bigger. I really like these. And to pay like $1 a bag, yes please, because bags can get expensive. The Pinky Promises bag that I like to get, they're like 30 bucks each, which for the size that they are is an amazing price, really. So I will keep going to her. Next start was the Moonlight Sampler, which we already talked about. No, on January 1st, my new year, new start was the Black Horse Christmas, which is the one that I had talked to you guys about in my plans, where for every stitch that I do on it, I'm going to set aside $1. And so it is on easy count Lugana. I put mine on 25 count, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. And I just got my first 100 stitches in, so you can't really see a whole lot there. It's just a lot of dark stitches so far. Okay, this is my Black Horse Christmas. Sorry for the glare. In the first page, I should get to the first ornament. But yeah, this is where I am so far on it. This Needleminder, it says Nerdy Dirty Inked and Curvy. Pretty sure that was Gina's Unique Boutique. I have got all my threads here in this bag. I don't have them on anything, which is a big naughty no-no. I hate starting a project like that, but I wanted to get started on this. So this was start number 44. So 41 was a Spirited Mandala. 42 was Assembly Required, that skeleton. 43 was the Fall Fairy, 44 was this one, and 45 was Moonlight Sampler, which means I only have 5 more to go before end of February. So I feel like I'm on a good track with that. So those were my starts for 50 before 50. So let me see if I have anything else here. Oh, finishes. Let me talk about that. So I did finish 2 projects since I last saw you. Okay, finishes. So I did have 2 finishes. One was, this was started June 1st, 2024 and finished December 28th, 2024. It is Life is Pain by the Snarky Crafter. I do not have the edges serged on one side of this fabric, so it's kind of falling apart here. This is a quote from The Princess Bride. Life is pain. Anyone who tells you differently is selling something. So yeah, I got this one finished on December 28th. It's one of my Finish That Stitch December pieces. So that one is done. And then just today, I finished Yule by Primitive Hair. It's one of the Celtic holiday freebies. I love this deer. And I have several projects that have like these in them. So you know how Cottage Garden Samplings has the fox and the raccoon? They have one that's a deer. And then there's one with the antlers. There's a Glendon Place one I think I have. There's one that has the big antlers and it has like a year on its head and I want to say like a snow village almost on its antlers. I think I have that one too. But yeah, this was really fun stitch. And it did not take long, but I knocked out 297 stitches on it today. And that was all basically the deer except for this leg. So at least I got that finished. That's another one I could check off my list. So that's my first finish for January of 2025. Not too shabby. The only other thing I have really are some BeStitchMe fabrics. So this one's called Sand Dollar. I think this was a fabric of the month. Just a good neutral. I have one called A Little Sassy. Some of these I got on a Friday night fight night. Mystic Twilight in an Ada. And I also picked up, this was Friday night fight night, Mystic Twilight in a Lugana. And a Mystic Twilight in an Opal, because this will be a good fabric to use on either a mermaid or something. And then this was a giveaway that I won called Black Ice. Oh, that is so pretty. I think a good winter scene would be awesome on this. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do on that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I just did some... I feel like I just did some updates with my WIP parade that I put out at the end of December and then my 2025 plans video. So I think I caught you up on pretty much everything else. I did want to talk a little bit about my Stitch and Save piece, which is the Black Horse Christmas design. I feel like if people, so that's going to be the hashtag Stitch and Save. And I feel like if people want to join me on that, it doesn't have to be $1 for every stitch. Maybe you're a super fast stitcher and there's a project that you don't want to work on that you need to try to make yourself work on. And so there's something that you really wanted that you could kind of save up for. And you could do maybe $1 for every 100 stitches or $1 for every 10 stitches or 50. I mean, you could do this however you want to do it. The reason that I'm doing $1 per stitch is that I know that with over 60 projects, I'm not going to probably get back to that project very quickly. And so I want to give myself incentive to keep stitching on it. So yeah, and you know what? My goal may change. I may not save up for a barn and a fence and a horse. Maybe not. I might change my mind, but in the meantime, I'm going to put away some money in an account. And so already I'm going to put $100 in there and then just see what I can save up for, you know? I mean, heck, my house needs a new roof and could use some windows. You know what I mean? Like there's just stuff like that that I could do. I want it to be something that I want. And I do want to fix up my house, but, you know, that's not like, you don't go around going, oh, I dream about a new roof every day, you know. I really would like a metal roof, but anyway, so we'll see. We may just put it towards something different, but in the meantime, I'm dreaming that it's my horse, and so that's what I'm going to do. So Stitch and Save, hashtag Stitch and Save is what I'm going to use. And if you want to follow my progress, you can follow that hashtag over on Instagram because I will be posting any of my Black Horse Christmas updates on Stitch and Save. So if anybody wants to join me, I'm going to follow it too. So have fun with it. Save for something fun that you want. Maybe it's even a pattern, you know. So you can make it whatever you want. Anyway, I will show you some updates on that when I have them. I should be back in another couple of weeks. 2 weeks. Let's see. That'll be around the 21st of January. Yep. February is going to be a little busy. I have a conference that I'm going to go to for work, so I'll be away for that. And then my 50th birthday is later in February. And so my husband and I have tickets to Air Supply. So I'm really excited about that. We actually had tickets to Air Supply. Was it last year? Might have been last August. And I got COVID right around that time and I couldn't go. So my tickets just faded away into nothingness. But I'm really excited because they're coming again, and it's their 50th anniversary celebration, and it's right around my 50th anniversary of birth. So hey, it'll be fun, and yeah, I'll let you guys know how that is later in March probably. So all right, I am done for now, so I will go ahead and get this edited and get this up. Enjoy your stitching, you guys. I know here we had a big snowstorm that covered like half of the United States. So luckily I was able to switch all of my appointments to virtual on Monday, and I've been cozied up in this chair for the last few days, just kind of watching the snow and staying warm. So stay warm, everybody, and then have fun stitching, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.